All right, it looks like we will not have a scoreboard for today's game.
Sprinting for Huron, number 3, Christian Godzinski. Sprinting for St. Charles, number 5,
St. Charles wins the sprint.
And winning the sprint, St. Charles.
Errant shot by the St. Charles player, and it goes back to Huron. Out the pass to Christian Grudzinski, over to Luke Bunnell. Back to Christian. Either that or it was an effective time-wasting strategy. Outside shot by Ayan Patel is good. Great score from outside. Huron producing some goals. They just got to keep St. Charles from scoring on the other end. Surprisingly, it hasn't.
Third goal of the game, scored number 4, Ayan Patel.
The goals have not been coming from the set position as they did the last time we played this team. Nico Harding trying to stay in front of his player and unfortunately gets excluded. So it's a 6-on-5 for the St. Charles Cardinals. Huron getting their arms up. And a nice defensive play. Good set defense there by Huron, as they're able to neutralize St. Charles' star player. Christian lays it off to Ivan Wu. He's looking around. Still haven't effectively been able to get the ball into the set position on Huron's offense. But they've caught on to St. Charles. The strategy that was so effective for St. Charles last time was to leak out and get easy long outlet passes. Good defense there by Huron again. Yep. The St. Charles player puts it under the water and loses the ball. Really much better defense this time. Grinder passes it out to Berman, who throws it into the corner to Ayan Patel. Player is crawling all over him and is called for a foul. He gets it into their set. Luke Bunnell, who is looking like he's going to have trouble getting a shot off because he's being mugged. But it's going to come over to Ayan, who puts it off the crossbar. Looked like it was a save, actually, from the St. Charles keeper. And Luke Bunnell's shot is errant to the right. Now St. Charles has got their 3-on-2. And they score. That is the conundrum for Huron. Is that St. Charles will actually leak an extra player out. They had 3 players on the offensive end to Huron's 2, and they're willing to take that chance on their own defensive end in order to get goals. Seems like that is not a wise strategy in the long run, but
St. Charles goal scored number 30, Pierce Bateman. Time of the goal, 2:59 of the second quarter. Bateman at 2:59.
Foul called on Luke Bunnell for what I'm not 100% sure. Long outlet again to the St. Charles player. And nice goal play by Max Grinder. Steals that ball away.
Was it planned or no?
Looking for an outlet.
So I went in on a Tuesday and started with one.
And he gets it out to Christian. Who sends it over to Aiden Berman. And into the set position. Luke Bonnell from outside. Great skip shot. Scores and ties the game. Another great game between these two sides. 2 minutes to go, all tied up. We're getting a substitution. Nico Harding coming out, and in comes the backup goalkeeper, Esad Ushdemir.
Here on goal, score better now, Luke Bonnell. Time to go 2 minutes of the second quarter. Bonnell in 2 minutes.
This will be a real critical period here to see how Esad is able to defend in the field. Good save by Grinder. Loses track of the ball, but he did get his hand on it. And he regains it, looking for the outlet now. See if Huron can go up with the 1:30 left in the half. Aiden Berman swimming it forward. Now retreating. Oh, and he gives the ball up, unfortunately. Got poke checked there by the St. Charles player, who has just swum all over him. Unfortunately, it looks like he's going to come in for a one-on. What a save by Max Grinder! And there's a wide open pass there's a long pass to a wide open Ayan Patel, who scores. Great goalkeeping turns to good offense. And Huron's up 5-4 with 1 minute to go in the half.
Oh, he knew he left it.
Here on goal, score number 4, Ayan Patel. Time to go 1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
I think all of us were curious to see if St. Charles was just surprised by Huron last time they played at Skyline High School about a month ago, but looks like that's not the case. 5 meter. Wow. Okay. Called on presumably number 6, Ethan Young. St. Charles player looks like he's settling out at about 4 meters there. And he scores.
Scoring on the 5 meter for St. Charles, number 30, Pierce Bateman. Time of goal, 45 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Oh, man. Armed the face. He's got his arms up like questioning why he got called for a foul after he pokes his arm in Aiden Berman's face. Not sure I understand. And a nice goal there. Looks like Grinder should have stayed home. Needs to What? What'd you say? Okay. You cheering for the big guy that poked our guy in the face? So it sounds like.
St. Charles goal is third goal of the game. Score number 30, Pierce, 15 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Bateman with 14 seconds.
All right, so it's 6-5, going into halftime.
5.
They frown upon cheering here. They frown upon cheering here.
figure out what was going on. All right, we finally got the scoreboard working as we enter the second half.
For St. Charles, number 12, Jacob Lloyd.
St. Charles wins the sprint again.
And St. Charles.
And they bring it up on offense. Save by Max Griner. Comes back to the St. Charles player who gets it back up top, but errant pass. No one covering their man out there, and he scores. Huron fell asleep on the offensive end. On the defensive end, excuse me. There wasn't anyone within about 3 strokes of that player. And he puts it into the bottom right corner.
St. Charles goal scorer, 22, Caleb Moore.
Griner gets it forward to Aiden Berman, who swims it in. Looks like he's going to shoot the ball, and he does, and it's off the left upright. St. Charles looking as they always do for the long outlet, but it's well covered by Ayan Patel. He knocks the ball away, and he's called for a foul. Ball all the way over to the other side. Great save by Max Griner. But unfortunately, no one had picked up the set, and he scores an easy goal. Another defensive error by Huron. And unfortunately, they waste what was a great save. And looks like St. Charles might try to pull away right a little bit. Ball gets into, Aiden Berman gets the ball into the set, but they are called for a foul. Long outlet to the St. Charles wing. He gets it into the set. Who scores? And suddenly it's 9-5. 3 straight goals by St. Charles. Huron's got to wake up here. St. Charles just definitely come out with another level of intensity here, and Huron has yet to match it. Wisely, Coach Barnett calls a timeout. Try to settle his guys and get them back on track.
St. Charles goal scored by number 11, Dylan Rohans. Time to goal 4:39 of the third quarter. Williams at 4:39.
Oh, we got our guest commentator, Isaac Griner, 9-year-old brother of goalkeeper Max Griner. Did you just get here, or have you seen some of the game?
I got here like a minute left in the second quarter.
Okay.
Mom's theory is that it went 5-5 to 9-5 because she got here.
Yeah.
They're tired.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's that they're tired. I think St. Charles came out a little bit more intense in the second half, and Huron did not. Bye. As I was saying earlier, St. Charles can't say that they're surprised by Huron this time. Played them evenly for the first half, for the most part. But they do appear to have another level. And we'll see if Huron can step up and match that level. All right. Grinder sends it to Grudzinski, who puts it over to Ethan Young, who makes a really bad pass, unfortunately, to the St. Charles player, and they're off for the sprint. Long outlet again to the wing, ended by Huron. However, there is a player at the top. Good defense by Grudzinski. And an errant shot by the St. Charles player leads to a turnover. That was much better by Huron. Griner having trouble finding an outlet. No one's turning around. Nico Harding is not interested in getting the ball, so he's got to put it all the way down to Aiden Berman in the corner. Now just 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Another questionable pass by Ethan Young leads to a turnover. And it's an unfortunate one because their set just swam right by Ethan Young and has a 1-on-0 and scores. That was challenging play for Young on both ends. Made a bad pass, turned it over, did not swim back to cover his man. Hopefully he'll watch this tape and can fix that going forward.
St. Charles goal scored by number 22, Caleb Moore. Assisting on goal, number 30, Pierce Bateman. Time of goal, 3:28 of the third quarter.
And Patel gets it into Luke Bunnell, and the ball is stolen. Correction, that's Aiden Berman playing set. And he's aggressively attacking the goalkeeper. Seems that he gets the ball from the goalkeeper in the corner, but he's called for a foul. Good steal by Christian Gudzinski. Turn around, Aiden Berman. Oh, he swam back on defense and missed the fact that he could have been open. Here comes Christian. He's being aggressively defended by the St. Charles player. Ethan Young looking for a pass. He gets it over to Ivan Wu, who gets fouled again. Only 12 seconds left on the shot clock now. Gets over to Ian Patel, who's looking like he might shoot. Nope. He sends it into Grudzinski, and it's the ball stolen quickly. Yep, this set without Luke Bunnell is just really problematic. Aiden Berman tries to come over to help on set defense and is called for a foul. Nice save by Max Griner, puts it off the crossbar, so it's a 2-meter for St. Charles Cardinals. 2 minutes to go, they've doubled up Huron now, not 10-5. Errant pass by St. Charles, turned over to Huron. Yeah, it's noticeably different. The offense of the Huron River Rats without their co-captain, Luke Bunnell. They're having trouble getting a shot off, to be honest, as another errant pass goes straight to the St. Charles keeper. And a long outlet pass to the wing, who's well covered by Christian Grudzinski, but he sneaks by, and he scores. And it's 11-5 now. Game's really gotten away from Huron. Resting a starter in this kind of game is just not looking like it's a good option for Huron. Maybe that's part of their bigger strategy for the tournament, but in terms of this game, the moment they go out of their starter set,
Time to go 132 of the third quarter. Bateman at 132.
the balance of the game completely disappears. Aiden Berman called for a foul, and the ball goes back to St. Charles. Long outlet pass, sounding like a broken record over here. Another goal for St. Charles. Luke Bonnell was sick earlier this week. I'm wondering if that's leading to the long rest that he's taking during the third quarter. And Griner with a beautiful outlet pass gets it to Ian Patel, who looks like he's been fouled. I can't believe. Or Ivan Wu gets it to Christian Grudzinski. Oh, what a beautiful wide open shot at the corner, but missed it. Wow. Hard to understand how we did not have an exclusion there with two players. Wow, errant throw there by the St. Charles keeper. Leads to a turnover. Two players were literally mugging Ian Patel in the set position, and it's just called a common foul. Nice pass to Christian Grudzinski. He puts it in and makes a bad pass himself. It's turned over. Offense just completely sputtering. The best they can do is hope to get to the end of this quarter with it being 12-5. Two seconds to go. Looks like Griner will just hold on to the ball.
In the third quarter, St. Charles